Hello, welcome back to our playthrough of Quest for Glory 1. When last we left our noble hero, he had just spent the night at Arana's Peace and was ready to go out and do some more exploring.
Another Saurus.
Yep, we're pretty sore.
And we just got away from that Saurus, which is good because it really gets tiresome. Generally speaking, in this game, it's pretty... Generally speaking, in this game, it's pretty easy to get away from monsters unless they surprise you. There are a few exceptions, and more in the remake, actually. So, what I'm going to try to do now is I've got a sort of general idea of where to look for Erasmus. I'm going to try to find him. And to do that, I'm going to start by going over from the healers here. We remember Braugi, the frost giant, is at the end of this path here, but since we know where this screen is, we can go away from it a little bit and dead end leads us back here, which is now... I want to go east because I have this knowledge that Erasmus is east, so I'm going to head on down here, and there's more snow here, which is... Whoa. And hey, what's this? I believe we have got it. This is a pixel, okay. The air is crisp here, and you can see your breath as you walk. There is a path leading up to a dark mountain, atop which is precariously perched a purple house. How about I look at that house? Looking north, you see the strange house nestled on its craggy peak. It is hard to see much at a distance. All you can tell is the house is very large, very purple, and very strange. Sounds like a wizard's house to me. A sign appears. It reads, "Welcome to Magic Mountain." Another sign appears. It reads, "Trespassers will be towed." Yep, this sounds like Erasmus to me.
Yeah.
So, I'm just going to head up this way, and that's a really funny ending. You feel as though you have just scaled the Matterhorn in full armor. What a climb. After you finally catch your breath, you see that you have reached the rather eccentric-looking house that you saw from below.
The house itself isn't eccentric. The person living in it.
The house looks kind of eccentric. There is an ugly gargoyle above the entrance. "Stand fast! He who would the wizards see first must answer questions 3. What is your name?" Well, that's an easy one. My name is Gonff. "Who do you seek here?" Erasmus." "What is the thieves' password?" Well, I don't know. And now I know they have one. That's actually good to know because I am a thief. "Good! You're not a thief! The wizard will now see you. Go directly up to the tower. Do not dally."
I swear something. This house must belong to the sheriff.
It's pink just like his.
As we know, that makes it the sheriff's.
This room is full of odds, ends, and stuff. The wizard must be a real character. Let's look around a bit. I know we're supposed to not dally, so we can't spend too long, but... The ball of light floats magically over the center of the room. It was a moderately large and fearful dragon at one time. The poor stuffed peacock seems bedraggled, worn, and overused. I don't want to know. You can make out the runes imprinted on the strange device. Acme Toy Company. Oh my, it's a dunking dragon. You thought they were only to be found in myths and legends. The suit of armor was made for someone much taller than you. The plaque underneath it reads, "Bequeathed by Colonel Golden Dijon." That's, of course, a reference to Laura Bow. Dredging up your ancient Egyptian, you translate the hieroglyphs, "She of the golden hair." It is an excerpt from the Rosella Stone. That's King's Quest 4. There's a picture next to the message. The item appears to be an ebony chest. It could contain anything. This looks like it once belonged to one of those once-and-future kings. There's a strange figure on the shelf above the stairs. It looks like an overgrown rat wearing a wizard's hat. Your eyes are drawn to the eyes of the figure in the portrait. His intense stare is unnerving. Oh, hey, the peacock's opened its tail. Cool. Alright. This would not be someone to trifle with, for he looks subtle and quick to anger. In other words, he's a wizard. Get it? We will now head upstairs here. And, oh, gosh, the rat and the wizard vanished.
Come in and sit down. Fenrus, our guest has arrived.
Cheese, please. Ah.
Let's ask. Well, let's start by asking about.
I am a wizard of some renown.
Okay, that's not much information here. How about Fenrus?
What am I? Shoplifter? Am I invisible? Something that you talk about me behind my front?
It's hard to take you seriously when you wear that silly hat.
Well, Zara told us about Erasmus first, so I'm going to ask about her.
Zara has a real flair for the theatric. Her method of greeting customers at her shop is showy but effective. It's a pity she has no sense of humor.
Just because she ever laughs at jokes doesn't mean that she lacks a sense of humor. It just means that she has good taste.
These two have a kind of antagonistic relationship I'm picking up here. Alright, well, maybe we can hear more about other spellcasters such as Irana.
Never met her. I only built this vacation home here a century ago. Irana has a nice little magical meadow in her name, Northeast. Pretty respectable spellcaster, I imagine. The protection spell she cast over the town is fairly good, but I believe she missed a few places.
You're just jealous because the only thing anyone talks named after you is a soft drink.
I thought that Erasmus' Rootin' Tootin' Root Beer was a wonderful name for a product. It's a shame the company went broke after that.
Alright, more magic users. How about the warlock since he borrowed that magic mirror?
The only thing I've ever seen the friggin' warlock cast is sneezing powder.
But what about the mirror?
There are many types of magic mirror. One of the more common types is one that has a strange face popping up every so often.
Reminds me of the one in the master bedroom.
That's not a magic mirror.
No, but it does show a strange face. Have you looked in it lately?
At any rate, I used to have a nice magic hand mirror, but I misplaced it somewhere. It could be used to reflect a spell back upon the caster. So if you happen upon a small golden magic mirror with a dragon on the handle, you'll know it's mine.
It was the flag of the dragon. The mirror had a leer.
Oh, that's right. Well, if you find a magic mirror with a face on it, you'll know it reflects spells.
That might be useful. And then we got our big magic question to ask here.
Baba Yaga is good at custom and shape-changing spells. She has a nasty temper, so it's good just to stay on her good side. You have to watch her. She cheats at cards.
So do you.
She started it. I just wanted to give her a taste of her own medicine.
It's a shame she still beat you.
Well, let's find out more about the curse, because I remember Zara said something about...
The curse Baba Yaga placed upon the Baron von Spielberg was a fine example of creative casting. Upon von Spielberg and all his clan, this curse I now demand. My will shall come full measure, so shall ye lose all that ye treasure. Of course, the problem is that for every curse there is an equal and opposite counter-curse.
Counter-curse? We're going to ask him about the counter-curse here, and then we're going to have to cut this video because we are running low on time.
A counter-curse is a curse for is a cure for a curse. It usually works against the one who cast the curse in the first place. The counter-curse for the curse on the Baron goes... Come the hero from the east, free the man from in the beast, bring the child from out the band, drive the curse from the land. So to break the curse, a hero has to get rid of Baba Yaga in addition to all of the other things. It does not reflect Baba Yaga.
Nothing reflects one upon the Arogush. She has a face that will break all but a magic mirror.
That's very interesting. We will have to talk further about the implications of that in the next video. For now, so long.